Hi guys, how are you? This is Cyber with Khalifa for a new video. So today it's gonna be a video with Microsoft Defender. Today I'm gonna show you what is Microsoft Defender, how to protect yourself in your enterprise enterprise environment. I'm gonna show you every like feed, case, incident, alerts, threat intelligence, incident, device inventory, how to work effectively with Microsoft Defender. I'm gonna show you Microsoft Preview, Microsoft Intune, so you can work and protect your environment with Microsoft Defender. So let's get started. I'm gonna just put my face here. I'm gonna do it without me. So I think yeah, it's better like this. So hope you hear me, guys. So first of all, we're gonna start with the URL. When you go directly to security microsoft.com, or you can go to admin.microsoft.com, and you're gonna have something like this. You're gonna click, and you're gonna have yeah, you're gonna go here. You're gonna go to security. You have security, Microsoft Purview, Intune, Identity, Azure, Exchange, SharePoint, Teams, etc. So you're gonna go to security, and you're gonna have the same thing here. Okay, so first of all, when you work with Microsoft Defender, you go directly to incident, and here you're gonna have all your incident. Okay, you have incident and alerts. I'm gonna tell you what's the difference between an incident and alert. Basically, an incident is a multiple alert. Okay, so when you have a lot of alerts that in the same in the same stage, it's gonna create an incident. And you're gonna see here in your incident, when you click in your incident, you're gonna see an incident graph with all the details, and you're gonna go to alerts, and you're gonna see all the alerts that create this incident. And when you go to this attack story, you're gonna see the 4 alerts. Azure Portal, this is my user details. You can see the user details here. Okay, so here when you find your alert, you go to alert, you have activities. Okay, and you have assets. So it can be a mailbox, an apps, cloud resource, any agent, and device. You have investigation. Here when you can investigate evidence and response. Here you can find all the component and the entity of the alerts of the incident. Sorry. Okay. Have here higher, active, and signed. We can manage the incident and change, assign to me, to assign to other one. I'm gonna can assign to me. The status in progress, classify it. I can like, because sometimes we have security testing, a lot of sort of things, so we can prove this, true positive, false positive, etc. I'm gonna go to save, and you're gonna see how it changes directly. And here you can see the analyst that he uh, doing the work. Okay, so back to our alert. We have multiple alert. We can click here in the alert and go directly to the alert and see all the details. Okay, logged into Azure, logged into Azure, logged into Azure, logged into Azure, and this is like the details, because here I use Tor browser to do this. So I'm gonna see multiple IP addresses. Okay, here you have this one, here you have this one, here you have this one. It's like changing every time, so I can have this alert. Okay, so come back to incident. Here when you click in your incident, you have your incident graph. Your incident graph is going to explain you how the incident is happening, what's the entity. Here this is an entity, this is an entity, and this one is an entity. Okay, so here we can see all the alerts. Here you can see active status, active alerts, first activity, etc. Hunting, we can do query with KQL. We can do a lot of KQL query. whether using security copilot, using copilot, so help us to do this query, okay, or we can do query with ourselves if you are if you knowing how to work with QL, custom query language. Okay, so here we're gonna go to threat intelligence, threat analytic. Here we have all the things that's related to threat intelligence, analytic, intel management. Here we can add an here we can add something like an object, okay, indicator, and this indicator free text pattern, and you can give something. So the Microsoft say this is a malware and he block this in our environment. We go to threat analytic. Oh no, it's let's go to the okay, threat analytic. It's the latest campaign, latest CVU. Okay, you can see what's happening, like activity correct measure attack. You can click on this, read about it. Okay, have some knowledge on what's happening. This report presented analysis trend in cyber based threats based on 19 articles published by etc. etc. Analyze the report. You can see initial access phishing. This is help you to know if this can applicate in your environment. Okay, here we can see our assets. Okay, and what incident that relate. If you have an incident, you're gonna have this one risk level. Here I have two. I'm gonna show you. When you have something, you have all of this dashboard, logged user, active alert, security assessment, VM details, AD joined, inactive, IP address, first seen, last seen, okay, device ID, etc. You can go to incident and alert and see what incident in this device. Be sure to put this to see all timeline. You can see the timeline from this machine. Like you have in July 16, you have the alert, and you see all the things that happening in this one. Okay, configuration management, security recommendation. Here, recommendation RVM. Sorry. So here we have all the details. I think that's related to RVM. Can go here and open for recommendation and see what things we can do. Okay, device request remediation, and this is gonna be um, it's the security administrator that's gonna do this. Inventory, you can see software component. You have Edge, you have Windows 11, different for endpoint, and the OneDrive. Okay, so application, you can see all of our applications. SaaS application, you create a report. Okay, done. With apps. Okay, here we have Sentinel. Sentinel, it's really good, tool to search things. So here, here we have search across basic and archive log. Save your search. Its search is automatically saved. Restoration. Here we can search, saved search, restoration, all of those things that relate to Microsoft Sentinel. We have workbook. Workbook is like dashboards. You have hunting query to do threat hunting. We have notebook to threat intelligence with the Jupyter notebook. Sorry, we have threat intelligence always here with MITRE attack. Here we have all the technique and the tactic from MITRE attack, and if it's applied in our environment or there is an incident. Okay, here I have identity, not a big deal. Endpoint, cloud. Here we have email. If we can here create a campaign, like sending email to our people to see if they're creating if they're if they okay, 1 second. No, for campaign here we can see all the campaign that's in the field right now. Okay, the phishing campaign, attack simulation training. This one, yeah. Here we can launch an attack simulation, so we can see if our people, like I'm gonna give you an example. After training, if we give training to our employees and we we decide to do um, attack simulation to see if they really gonna click in the phishing bill or not. Here we have cloud apps. Here we like Defender for cloud. We have all the apps. We can like choose an app and accept it on our environment. You have general. You have a score. You have security. Respect all the security. You have compliance, legal. And you can work with this. You're gonna go here, category, score. Can I go? I'm like I'm gonna look to something like Pentagon. We can see Pentagon score is 0. It's an Australian data center. Pentagon powerful price technology, compliance, nothing, security. They have just trusted certificate. It's not illegal. They don't respect anything, so we can do end section. And here we say to our people that they're not gonna be able to download this app, and you can do this in other apps. Okay, governance log, policy. You can create a policy management. I have a policy template. Okay, file shared. You can monitor file, see if they sending files or doing something like this. So here we're gonna go to settings to show you something important. So when you go to endpoint, here you're gonna find a lot of things. Okay, here we have optional features. We have enable EDR in block mode. Enable EDR block mode is gonna when Microsoft Defender antivirus is not your primary antivirus, it's gonna be EDR in block mode is gonna behave like an antivirus, and is gonna with the antivirus. I'm gonna give you an example. Avast, we have Avast, and we're gonna add another layer of security. Okay, automatically resolve alert if automated investigation find no threat. Allow or block file. We can allow and or block file directly if you have files. We can custom network indicator. You can go and add indicator list. Okay, go and add an indicator list and come here and add a lot of things. Tamper protection, we stop changes. Okay, and also yes, live response. A live response is like an SQL. Sorry, an SQL. It's like a terminal. Okay, you can use some commands to like you already in the system. Okay, you have Microsoft end-to-end connection. Okay, that's gonna help us to add devices. So how adding devices? We're gonna add device by doing inboarding. I'm gonna like choose a device. We can load a lot of device, Windows, Mac OS, Linux. We're gonna choose streamline standard and local script group policy, etc. And we can do this, and you can do a run detection test. Okay, in endpoint security, you have this. It's Microsoft Intune. Microsoft Intune is for endpoint security. So here we can add another layer of security for our endpoints. Okay. Here I have antivirus, firewall, disk encryption. We can push policy to all device. Like I said, we want all devices to encrypt their disk. You can create a policy, like the platform Windows. You can see BitLocker or personal data protection, etc. Firewall. Okay, we can create here a policy for firewall, Windows policy, and say Windows firewall, and create a Windows firewall. We can do a lot of things. Here, Windows Defender for endpoint. Here, where when we activate this, we allow automatic onboarding of device in Microsoft Intune, so we don't do multiple double work. Okay, if the device is here, it's gonna be here directly. Okay. Also, we have Microsoft Purview. So Microsoft Purview is like for against the data loss prevention. Okay, and insider risk management. Okay, what's the difference in insider risk management? Like in your organization, you have an employee when before he leaving or something like this, he gonna like to take all the data and delete it or sending this data to anyone else. So this is, we can turn analytics scans for potential risk. Recommendation, you can add recommendation. We can add recommendation, like I said, adaptive production, turn adaptive production, integrate inside the risk data version and conditional access capability to help detect potentially risk activity inside the risk level. Okay. We can do a lot of things here. Okay, and data loss prevention is the same thing. If someone here, if we want to put a label, okay, if you're sending a mail and you have some information, make sure he's gonna blur this information. Okay, like credit card, security number, your security number, and all of those details to be compliant with laws like GDPR, HIPAA, PCI DSS, and a lot of those things. Okay, you have alerts. It's like Microsoft Defender. Okay, it's really, really interesting. Diagnostic, classify here. We have also classify alert. If you we can like how I'm gonna explain, but we push people to choose something. Like if I'm sending a mail, a simple mail to you, I'm gonna say it's public mail, it's a normal mail. Okay, if I'm sending you password, I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna choose label with hi, so it's gonna be more secure and we can see this. Okay, what we can see also, 1 second, I'm gonna show you uh, Sentinel. I'm gonna show you Sentinel. Have Microsoft Sentinel. It's in Azure directly. Okay, here we have Microsoft Sentinel, Sentinel log. I'm gonna add this here. And here you're gonna see all your incident overview. You have the incident, you have a real good dashboard. You have hunting. If you have something like this, you just refresh because they're moving the dashboard. Okay, you have like data connector. You can ingest data from anything like AWS. You can ingest from I don't know, Enter ID, connect protection, etc. You go to open connector page. You have all of those things. Okay, you can see logs directly, what you want like logs, and after this, you go here to logs and do your things. Start, run, audit log. I'm gonna see my audit log, and this is okay. So hope you guys like the video. So I'm gonna put myself here again. Yeah. So guys, I hope you liked the video. So the goal of the video is to introduce you Endpoint, and so you can work with Microsoft Defender and see all the details, Sentinel, Purview, Endpoint Security, Intune, etc. So thank you guys for watching. It's 20 minutes. I think it's a really good video. We put all the details. If you want maybe another video, you just tell me in the description, and I'm happy to do this. So thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.